Good morning, Mr. President.
I hope we didn't get you up too early.
No, thank you. No, you see, now is the time we have to be early.
That's right. Mr. Ambassador, I had a couple of personal things and then one substantive thing I wanted to talk to you about briefly, if I could.
Yes, of course.
First, to thank you for the very gracious way that you and Mrs. Dobrynin are helping our children on their trip. They're looking forward to it. It'll be the high point of their travel, and I just hope they aren't too much bother to your people.
Oh, they're really nice kids, really very nice. We enjoyed being with them the whole evening. Really.
Well, they told me, and they just had a wonderful time, the movies and everything, and
even
they'll be good representatives over there. And
I'm sure about it, no doubt. And Mr. Brezhnev, I discussed with him when I was in Moscow. He really will take care.
Oh, yes.
He asked me to tell you that he will take care about, so everything will go all right. You shouldn't bother.
Who will? Yeah. Fine.
So we will settle this.
Fine.
Yeah.
The second point is that I wanted to thank you for, as you know, I'm sitting very much on top of these negotiations and so forth, and I want to thank you for the work that you have done, you and your government, and without you and your government, well, you know, we've got our problem, and I've handled that personally, as you know.
I know. We feel it's really a thing to do.
I've gotten that coming along, although it's tough. I mean, I must say it's tough.
Yes.
But you and your government have the other problem. Now, basically, there's really only one issue left.
Yeah.
And it's the issue really is to me it's hard. I just think very, very hard for me to understand how they can go back on what we had agreed on October 8th. And, I just have to take a position on that, which is I want you to know that I'm not doing it in order to, I want to give you an impossible problem, but I've had to put some impossible problems to you, like the withdrawal of forces, and I've done it.
Yeah.
And on this one, like the DMZ, you and I know what the DMZ means. Yeah. Symbolically, we know also what it means as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
And on this one, we just can't let these talks fail for that one item. And I just wanted you to know that that when Haig reported to me about some compromise language, I said that just wouldn't do. I just think we have to have we agreed to this language long ago. It's the right kind of language, and I just want you to know that hear it directly from me. You see.
Yes, I do.
Now I don't say this for the purpose of I'll never do this because let me put it quite candidly.
Yeah.
Mr. Brezhnev and I and your government and I, we got bigger fish to fry than this damn thing.
Exactly.
The main thing is to get this one out of the damn frying pan so that we can get busy on with other things. We'll go on with the other things anyway. You understand, not that.
Yeah, I understand.
But this always is an irritant. Yeah. And now is the opportunity, and frankly, I think the biggest step toward the great goal that Mr. Brezhnev and I are working together, and that you and Henry and all of us have been working for, to get this thing out of the way, and out of the way tomorrow. But we just can't let this one clause where we had agreed on a clause, and then it turned around. We just can't get it to turn to stop it. I just want you to know how I felt about it. Yes. And if you would convey it, I would appreciate it.
I will definitely, and thank you very much, Mr.
And I'd just like to take 1 minute. Al Haig is here with me.
Yes.
And if there's any, he's listening, and he has any technical thing to add, I'll have him say a word to you.
Okay.
And I'll stay on the line with you. Do you have another minute?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right, here's Haig.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. President. And on the first point, that's a real pleasure. On the second, I will send immediately to Mr. President.
Fine.
Yes, thank you very much.
Good. Mr. Ambassador, this was the issue I
Yes.
told you this
so
morning.
if I understand correctly, the compromise you proposed is not good, so you're coming to that one, which was before, yes?
Yes, but you see, Mr. Ambassador, the compromise was something that, you know, Henry, everybody, they all get tired and they say, well, we'll compromise. Then he hadn't reckoned with the fact that I've got, you know, I got to get the other people in line.
Yeah.
And I just, the compromise won't do.
Yeah.
We just, and it isn't all that important. Hell, the DMZ is there. It's written into everything. And so to put in some language about whether civilians move across or this or that, I think it's just nonsense. Really, to have a talk breakdown about such a small issue.
Yeah, I understand.
See, that's my feeling, and I want you to know how that I felt here. That we just had this. We're going to have to insist tomorrow on the original language. Just want you to know that if that is done, then we're going to be able to do other things.
Yeah, I understand.
Very important because, well, when we come right down to it, let's look at it.
Yeah.
North Vietnam is a dragon, huge like it is on us. Then I can get into the Congress and I can get some of that economic assistance and so forth that they need, and I can do it with, you know, on a strong positive note, which I want to do because I just this is no thought of defeating anybody or anything. It's going to be it's one of those things where neither side, both sides will claim victory, neither will have it. But the main thing is that it will, what we're trying to do here, Mr. Ambassador, is to accomplish what I know what you want and we want. We want to remove this irritant between our relations. That's the real thing. We can't allow this damn place to interfere in the relations between the Soviet Union and the United States. That's really what it gets down to.
And this is what our approach to is. This is exactly. Only one question, Mr. President.
Yes, sir.
You refer to understanding or the formulation of October 8th, but my impression that this question of DMZ really arose only on a previous session, which was 2 weeks ago. So
that's right. That October 26th. Yeah. I'm sorry.
So it was not
I had my date wrong. October 26th is what if I said October, I meant October 26th.
When they have a last previous one.
That's right. It was the October 26th one. That's what I meant.
I see.
No, the October 8th one was the first one before they got this spelled out.
Then it was when they have a next meeting. I think it wasn't really even in November.
Right.
Yes, and then previous one.
Right. Okay. I know.
It's clear.
But the point is that we came to that position. We had an agreement on it, and then now they.
Yes, you just want to have that agreement, which was
right. And we just want to go to the language that we did agree to at one point, and just have it done with, and then we'll. I can assure you, you'll have every possible support from our side, and we would hope also from your side.
Yeah, I understand. The only thing is now rather time is left. In Moscow it's already midnight.
Yeah.
The meeting will be tomorrow morning, so it's rather short time. You understand what I mean? It's physical possibilities to reach it. Now it's in Moscow.
Well, could we get...
so maybe they...
Al, could we go to 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon?
Something maybe...
I'll tell you what we'll do. Let me see if I can get Henry to have the meeting at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Would that be better?
Yes, because I think it's a little bit better, but still maybe even in the evening, because now I have to send Moscow they have to head to Hanoi. You understand? It's a long way.
Yeah.
And from Hanoi to Paris, it's time.
I get it.
So it's very...
All right, I'll...
get it in a few hours.
I'll get at that right now. They're working on technical details anyway. We'll just say they...
They might have, but then wait a little bit earlier. I don't know what will be the final result.
They could meet by, say, 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Yes, I'm sure that my government will interfere, but I don't know what will be the final response of Hanoi. I
understand.
Yes, but...
and I can assure you that when I talk to Saigon, I can't tell you what they're going to do either.
But I would like to have a time, because I know for my government to have a time to be in communication with Hanoi.
But I just wanted to know you how strongly I felt. It isn't a matter of... with me of trying to embarrass or humiliate, but it's just one of those things that this is what's going to make or break the deal.
Yeah, this is true.
Okay?
Yes, okay.
All right.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye, Mr. President.